It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, and Apple. Also on Deezer, Stitcher, and more. Just search The Mike Wagner Show on Google and pick your favorite podcast on any platform. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with a wonderful band from Toronto. They call themselves Across the Board, and they've gotten a lot of reception here. The award-winning Canadian rock band. They gained popularity on YouTube, pick up and play now, over 500 videos, and also they've got a couple of albums out. They've been on the Canadian iTunes rock charts as well. And, of course, we just have three wonderful musicians just being across the board to talk about their unique sound. So, ladies and gentlemen, from Toronto, Canada, live, the next best thing in Toronto, Across the Board. And we have Jackie.
Hi,
we have Andy. Guys, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us. We're excited to be here. Thanks for having us on your show.
Oh, you guys are fantastic as well, too, I could tell. So you've actually formed in 2013. You gained popularity with your YouTube cover series, Pick Up and Play Now, over 500 videos. And, of course, basically just a very unique style. You've got the Wild Ones. You also got Monster and Eye of the Storm, Calling, and also Graffiti, Shouldn't Be This Hard, and more as well, too. And, of course, your debut album, Jane on Fire, and Sonic Boom, and more. And before we talk about your works and everything, tell us how you got started.
We were, like you said, we were a YouTube band. We were a bunch of people who like to jam together out in the garage or in the backyard, campfire musicians. Some of whom were professional musicians and some of whom were just happy amateur musicians. And we started doing YouTube videos, cover videos, about 2013-14. And we built a fan base that way, and eventually our fan base started asking us what our sound was like, our own sound, not just covers. And that's how Jane on Fire came about. And from that, we became a live band and a YouTube band. We've always tried to continue to keep our YouTube channel up as well.
And what is your YouTube channel?
Why don't you tell us, Andy? What's our YouTube channel?
ATB Music Canada.
YouTube.com. Yeah,
that is fantastic. Looking forward to that. And let's get to some of the individuals here as well, too. And Jackie, tell us how you got started in music and, doing what you do. Okay, Jackie, you with us. Can you hear?
10 years old. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I was about 10 years old when I started playing guitar. I used to lug a big guitar about a mile or so in the snow in Alberta over to my music teacher's house and back. And then when grade 7 rolled around, we all started in band in Alberta when I was coming up. So I played the flute and the oboe and the saxophone and then the drums, and eventually continued on in concert bands when I got out of high school, and then just ended up here at a rock band where I've been forever.
That is amazing, too. And, of course, we have Darnell as well, too. And, Darnell, just tell us how you got started.
Basically, I was just sitting in class in high school one day, and my friend turned to me and said, "Do you play anything?" And I responded with no. And then he knew, well, I need a drummer, so you're playing drums, and that's literally how it all began.
And you were going like this earlier, and that's how you were born as a drummer, going like this on the desk.
Yeah, always playing.
And of course, you've been a drummer for a while too. And did you take up anything else you went to school for, or just like to play drums just for the fun of it?
Well, I always played, and then after high school, I actually got into the production side of music, which is how I ended up meeting like ATB, was by producing them originally before I joined the band. So I went to school for that, and basically since then I've just been producing and playing in acts.
Yeah, Darnell wears multiple hats in the band. I met Darnell actually through his girlfriend, who's one of my best friends, and she's a musician as well, and she joined the band as well. So we have a nice family here. Andy, tell us how you came into music.
I'm basically
You still are.
I still am. And we just learned how to just figure it out when we were growing up as a bunch of friends playing, in little recording studios or rehearsal spaces and just jamming away. So I was just a jammer. We learned how to play pretty much everything. We didn't have a choice. Whatever was open, we played.
Musical jam chairs.
That is interesting. And who are your favorite artists and musicians and singers growing up? So let's start with you, Jackie.
I like female rockers. I like Joan Jett and Pat Benatar and Alanis Morissette. That kind of era of music sort of covers two eras, but that sort of vibe. Probably my favorite. I grew up through the 70s and 80s classic rock. That's when I started listening to music as a kid. And that's kind of...
I'm going to go to the one say Chad Kroger.
Yeah.
All right, Andy, who are some of your favorites growing up as well, too, with musicians and singers and everything else?
I think I grew up with a good classic rock era of Zeppelin and Doors and Floyd and that, but I really did like that grunge era in the early 90s. So a good mix of, classic versus grungy.
He's been to every Pearl Jam concert that's ever come to Toronto in the last 40 years.
Wow.
Concerts?
Yeah. Pearl Jam.
Oh my goodness, that's something too. And Darnell, let's hear you with your favorites that influence you as well, musicians, artists, singers, and everything else. Or drummers especially too.
Yeah, if it was a rock band from the year 2, definitely a fan of them.
Dave Grohl, you like Dave.
Oh, well, yeah, Dave. Even though he doesn't play drums much these days, but always a fan of Dave Grohl. I think he's like the epitome of a rock god.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Totally.
Mm-hmm. That is amazing too. And then we'll get to hear your song "The Wild Ones" acoustically in just a minute. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@SonicWebStudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. Check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. You can also dance to iTunes, Google Play, Apple, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on YouTube as well, and you can get up and dance as well. We're here with Toronto's across the board, just giving us across the board on a lot of things. And they've got songs called Monsters, Eye of the Storm, Calling, All Gone, Graffiti, Alpha Wolf, and Shouldn't Be This Hard. And what shouldn't be hard is, let's hear The Wild Ones. That's one of their main tracks here on the Mike Wagner Show. So, so Jackie, let's go ahead and have it. And you guys can all join in. Hear The Wild Ones on the Mike Wagner Show.
Take me by the hand tonight. I need to hear out of sound and out of sight. Take me, whoa. Do you feel life tonight. I feel that you need to ride beneath the moon. Don't you know where the wild ones play? Where the wild ones play? Where the wild ones play? Feel myself inside of you. Don't need to run. Will it save you from the truth? Take me, whoa. And will this water wash away the sins of my life? I need to run beneath it and hide the moon. Don't you know where the wild ones play? Where the wild ones play? Where the wild ones play? Wow. I know. Where the wild ones play, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fantastic. The Wild Ones from across the board here on the Mike Wagner Show. Great job, by the way. And tell us about the meaning of the song Wild Ones.
So Wild Ones is the song that I wrote after an unfortunate diagnosis last summer of breast cancer, which was very inconvenient as we were in the middle of filming music videos and doing an album. But I started to think about like how to get through something like that and how it's important to be a lone wolf and be an alpha, but to have a pack behind you. So the song just for me was, you know, that lone wolf howling at the moon, but it would mean nothing if he didn't have a pack behind him supporting him. So that's sort of where it came from.
Okay. And so you talk about the alpha and having the wolf pack, and you know, why would you describe yourself as an alpha as well too? This is quite interesting.
I'm an alpha girl for sure. I'm surrounded by alpha boys, so it's a little tough. I'm good. I'm holding my own.
Oh, there you go. Okay. I don't know what to describe myself. I have to go through the alphabet myself too. So, and of course, you also had songs Monster, The Storm, Calling, Shouldn't Be This Hard. And you can tell us about some of the songs and what they're about as well too.
Well, I can talk about one more. Shouldn't Be This Hard was a song that I wrote when I was procrastinating doing my taxes. And Andy was upset with me because I was trying to get them done and I was just sort of doing everything else that I should be on deadline day. And he said, get that done, get your taxes done. You might not know, but Andy's also my husband. Get your taxes done. And I was thinking, oh, forget it. So I grabbed my guitar to procrastinate some more, thinking, God, it just shouldn't be this hard. And then the song was done in no time, which was kind of sad because I really wanted to use it to waste more time. But that's that. How about Monster? What did you tell us about Monster?
I didn't write that song.
Monster. No, you guys wrote music to that song.
So?
That's
I don't know what it's about.
Come on, it shouldn't be this hard, just like taxes, you know. you know something? I think
like the whole album's about that whole thing.
I think you should put out that song when it comes February here in the States. Shouldn't be this hard. That should be considered, yes.
No. The whole album's really about the same kind of premise. The whole idea of being self-sufficient and independent, but understanding that you need a tribe, you need a pack behind you.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you also have Eye of the Storm as well too. You can just tell us about that as well too, along with All Gone, and also if there's any of the songs I'm missing as well too, feel free to share some about that.
Oh, you're making it hard. Well, Eye of the Storm and All Gone were actually songs that Marty Heller wrote on, who's our keys player. Marty's been one of the band members in ATB as sort of an additional auxiliary member since the band started as well. And those two songs are very similar, looking at the analogy of a storm as chaos or stress or some kind of comes along, and how to rise above it and try and get to the eye of the storm, which is sort of where it's calm. All Gone is a similar thing where storms come by and wiped everything out, and how we go about picking up the pieces after the same sort of chaos has hit us. And just understanding that we carry on. We just carry on, pick up the pieces and go home.
That is amazing too. And what are the songs that actually hit the highest for you and the most hits on YouTube?
I think Wild Ones was the one that hit the highest. That was the one that we charted with when the album first came out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it should have been the hard charted at one point too.
I think it did too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We had two good songs that charted off of the album. We actually won awards for the slower songs on that album. No Curtain Call. We won an award for Best Rock Video at the Grammy Museum last year in LA with the Indie Music Channel Awards. Mm-hmm. So Darnell, his partner Matt, who were the producers, directors, videographers, and concept guys, and produced the whole video, they won that award. And that's that's a movie. That's a song. Could be a movie. That's a song. Again, about just calling out to your pack.
Mm-hmm. That is amazing too. And he also received nominations for 4 Josie Music Awards, Sonic Boom, 2 gold medals, and hit number 4 on the Canada iTunes charts as well too. And I mean, that's just got to be an honor in such a short period of time.
It feels like, it doesn't feel short. I mean, it's amazing because Sonic Boom was the album before Wild Ones, and that was the first album that we really charted with, which was super cool. I remember when Michael Stover, who's our PR guy, sent me a little note saying that we had made the iTunes chart for Sonic Boom. I think I fainted or came close to fainting. And I sent him back a little note. I'm like, is this real? Is this real? Are you spamming me? You're scamming me. You're just joking me. I couldn't believe it. I thought, that doesn't happen. It's a little independent band in Toronto, but it was super cool.
Oh, that's amazing, too. And we'll also talk about your upcoming projects and everything else. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show, themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, Radio Public, iTunes, Google Play, and Apple. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device and subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. We're here with Across the Board from Toronto, and we talked about their songs as well too. We heard the Wild Ones acoustically, and we talked about Sonic Boom, a little bit of Jane on Fire, and more. And you also have, if I'm right, you also have an album coming up in 2020, or if you're in the works, and tell us what you got planned for 2020.
Tell us, Darnell. Take it away, man.
Yeah, just working on a new album. Literally doing pre-pro tonight, actually, for it.
Yeah.
The beginnings of what's going to be the new album that we're going to record in 2020, and then later in the year actually release.
Mm-hmm. And let's talk about more of the album as well too. And is this based on the same themes you did with the Wild Ones and everything else, or is this going to take like a different direction in terms of songwriting, what you write about, and everything else?
Different theme. Jackie Love Potion, I think, was her theme that she set out this time. So all the songs kind of fit in the realm of stories or relationships.
Mm-hmm. And that's something too. And also, when's the expected release?
Sometime in late 2020.
Late 20.
Yeah, we gotta see how the process goes, because the biggest and toughest challenge of making any album is time.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly. And of course, we'll have you on in 2020 as well, too, and see how things go and everything else. Looking forward to that. And also, any plans for an upcoming tour?
We're hoping to be touring this summer. Every summer we tend to tour around Ontario or Canada. We're from Toronto, and the province of Ontario is very large. The last couple of summers we've toured around Ontario.
We love to break into the States.
We as well. We toured across Canada through Via Rail train a couple times, which was fun. We're hoping to take a more across Canada approach and tour to bigger cities and bigger venues this summer coming up on tour. And then we'd like to break out of Canada and hit the south where you guys live.
That would be great. And what are some of the cities you had in mind?
Well, I want to go to New York and I want to go to Seattle. Where do you want to go, Andy?
I just want to go across the states. I want to go to all the.
You want to go everywhere?
I want to hit small towns though. I like small, intimate venues and where they have, much more appreciation for, smaller bands with, musically inclined people there that will go to see live music. I like that type of setting.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you're welcome to hop across the border at any time, and especially in North Dakota, hop on over at any time. People are very friendly, and they love to have you come to the United States. Just tell us when, and we'll let you in.
That's great, thanks, because I hear your country's kind of clamping down there on the borders, especially for the south.
That is further south, but up north, it's like, hey, it's okay. Just don't get into a hockey puck war. That's all I could say.
Us Canadians love hockey.
What's that?
Us Canadians love hockey, right?
Oh yes, and I've been around a number of them too. So, and of course, football as well too. We had a few guys from the States played football in Canada. Really unique experience. Baseball, basketball, everything else, but hockey. Yes, it's like, I got to go up there and, catch a game as well, too. So, all right, we just have a few minutes with Across the Board. You guys have been fantastic. Love to have you back on. And what do you consider most defining moment in your career so far?
Most defining moment for the band?
Yes, and if you like individuals, too.
Okay, well, I'll speak on it. I think the most defining moment for the band was seeing our song chart on iTunes the first time. That was like, oh my God, we're a real band and we're really on a chart. That was crazy. Personally, for me, the most defining moment for me was not fainting when I saw that happen. So same minutes. Andy?
I think it was maybe earlier this year in LA at the Grammy Museum when we collected awards. Not that I'm a big awards guy or I believe in that. It was just the recognition was enough to wake me up and say, hold on a second. Somebody's looking at us and actually listening to us, right? And like us.
And they like us.
So, that was a good moment for me. Darnell?
I think the most recent show we played, because it was the first one with the new lineup, and it was awesome.
Yeah, that's good too. That was
set the tone for what's going forward.
Yeah, we just did a big rock show, a cancer benefit at our opera house here in Toronto, and we had our current lineup, which is our sort of new lineup going forward, and for the new album. So that was good. Yeah, I'm gonna say that I agree with that one too.
Nice. Okay, and who do you consider biggest influences in your careers?
Andy. He influences me.
Well, you guys are my rock stars.
And what about you, Darnell? Come on, speak up. It's okay.
Yo, we're gonna shout out Gary V.
Shout out to Gary V. Yeah.
Shout out to Gary V. Hear that? This is something. I love this. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Don't stop performing, writing, creating, doing.
Never give up.
Never give up. A lot of indie artists or young artists, they think, oh, I'm never going to book that little gig over there, and I'm certainly not going to rise to that level. But you know what? If you don't do the
Get
do's
up,
and
just
keep
get up,
doing it.
guys.
Just do it.
Get up and do it, guys.
Yeah.
Just get
Just
up,
keep
get up,
going.
get up. Don't wait.
Don't wait till you're perfect
Don't wait.
to show
Just
your
get
craft.
up and do it.
Yeah, just play
You
for
gotta
people.
start somewhere.
And that's very true, too. And guys, just want to say a big thank you for your time once again across the board from Toronto here on the Mike Wagner Show with Jackie, Darnell, and Andy. I'd like to thank you very much for your time. Looking forward to having you on in 2020. Keep us up to date. And before we go here, once again, tell us about your upcoming projects, what's your website, how do people contact you, and where can people purchase your music?
Well, you can find across the board anywhere where you would purchase, buy, download, or stream music, including, of course, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Google, SoundCloud, and
ATB Music Canada.
And if you go to our website, you can see everything across the board. It's acrosstheboardmusic.ca, CA for Canada. We are the only across-the-board band, thank goodness, on the planet. So if you go to iTunes or if you go to Spotify, you'll find us quite easily.
And that's across the board. We'll keep that in mind. And guys, just want to say a big thank you for your time. You've been fantastic. Looking forward to have all of you guys soon in 2020. And do us a favor, keep us up to date.
Absolutely. Thank you so much,
Thanks
Mike,
so
for
much,
having us.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.